It's a very warm welcome to all our viewers, and welcome to a new edition of Arab Affairs, our show bringing you all the latest news and events happening in the Arab region. I'm Angie Meher joining you for this afternoon's edition of the show, and as usual we begin straight away with a look at some of the news making the headlines, where President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received on Saturday Lindsey Graham, U.S. Senate Appropriations Subcommittee State, Foreign Operations and Related Programs, in the presence of the Minister of Foreign Affairs Sameh Shoukry and Chief of General Intelligence Services Abbas Kamel. Presidential spokesperson Councillor Ahmed Fahmy said during the meeting the U.S. Senate praised the Egyptian pivotal and fundamental role to enhance security and stability in the region. For his part, President al-Sisi reviewed the Egyptian vision to solve the humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip, as the President highlighted the importance of unifying international efforts to stop the war and prevent the expansion of its security and humanitarian repercussions. President also renewed his warning of the danger of the continued Israeli military operations in the Palestinian city of Rafah and the associated aggravation of the humanitarian catastrophe that the people of Gaza are suffering from. And for more news, Israeli occupation forces ended operations in North Gaza's Jabalia area after days of intense fighting and over 200 airstrikes. We have more details in this report. A number of Palestinians were injured Saturday morning in Israeli occupation airstrikes in the central Gaza Strip. Israeli occupation air forces hit 2 homes and a camp in central Gaza, which led to the injury of a number of Palestinians. Occupation forces ended operations in northern Gaza's area after days of intense fighting and over 200 airstrikes, whilst probing further into Rafah in South Gaza, targeting what they say is the last major redoubt of Hamas battalions. Over 36,379 Palestinians have been killed in Israel's air and land war in Gaza, in addition to 82,057 injured, and much of the densely populated enclave now lies in ruins. During the operation, troops recovered bodies of 7 of the 250 hostages Hamas-led fighters abducted when they stormed over the border on October the 7th last year. Since then, over 36,000 Palestinians have been killed in Israel's air and land war in Gaza, and much of the densely populated enclave has become destroyed. Earlier, Hamas said it would be ready for an accord, including an exchange of hostages for Palestinian prisoners held in Israel, as long as the Israelis stop the war. However, Israel said it will not agree to any halt in fighting that is not part of a deal that includes the return of surviving hostages.